As 21st century Christian educators, we need to look at the world we live in, put Christ as the centre, and realise the potential to see change in the way we work and the way we teach. At Wyong Christian Community School, it is our mission to build God's kingdom through equipping young people to be responsive and responsible disciples of the Lord Jesus Christ. As we seek to equip our young people, we need to ensure we keep our teaching practice current and enable our students to grow in their knowledge of Christ, themselves, and the world in which they live. Our young people are destined to face a different world that requires a new gamut of tools to enable them to navigate career, family, spiritual, and social life. Employers require recruits with a range of higher order thinking skills to fill positions that don't yet exist, and specific qualifications will no longer guarantee you a job. Collaboration, critical and creative thinking, digital literacy, and broader life skills are necessary to survive. The world we are preparing our students to enter is very different from the world we grew up in. We need to adjust our teaching methods to cater for these changes. The Foundation for Young Australians recently completed a review of the future of work for 15 to 25-year-olds. Their research highlighted factors that contribute to them gaining full-time work. From these 4 factors, 2 are areas we as Christian educators can work with and adjust our teaching to enable our students to get the best advantage in their 21st century world. Building enterprise skills in education and an optimistic mindset. Both these skills can be taught in our schools, and it's time for us to redesign and renew our teaching to enable us to prepare our students for the future. One of the interesting things to come from their research is the fact that when a young person trains or works in one job, they acquire skills that will help them get 13 other jobs. And with the fact that our students will change careers so many more times in it than our generation, developing skills is so important, and it needs to start in the classroom. Our students are increasingly being bombarded with all sorts of information from a variety of sources. Educating them and enabling them to be more charged of their own learning is a way that we will be able to guide them in making good decisions and acquire skills required for not only the workplace, but also general life.
I learn best when we do active learning and then we talk it through and discuss it so that I fully understand the topic, as well as getting a hands-on experience of what the topic is so that I understand it and know what I'm doing.
This is where our co-design program begins. At the end of Stage 5 music, we realise that students start to lose engagement with the course because they're pretty much at the end of what they've had to learn. So it's our intention to grab a group of students that are interested in helping out with the project and sit them down and start to go through the Australian curriculum document and the music outcomes document and have a look at how they can design a project that will engage their classmates and also meet some 21st century learning outcomes. We'll be using the IDEO method, which contains 5 steps, but we're really only going to be using the first 4 steps of that method just because we won't be able to refine the work by the end of the year. But we will, after the students have completed the project, we'll be able to go back and refine it and then look at upscaling it to a wider creative arts area and then maybe incorporate the rest of the school. So the IDEO method goes through discovery, interpretation, ideation and experimentation. And so through each of those steps, the students will be involved in designing and giving feedback and seeking information, research and development of the idea to a point where we'll have a finished project that we will run with for the rest of Term 4 and try and get the students more engaged in their learning. Our students are really looking forward to being involved in it. So that's what our student co-design project looks like, and we're hoping to have great success with it in Term 4 in music.